It's an historic day for soccer in the United States. MLS on NBC Sports Network kicks off this afternoon in Frisco, Texas. The sun has come out for us. It's FC Dallas against the New York Red Bulls.
He's been away training with West Ham. Patouche's been with the team, that's why I think he's there. Daniel Hernandez has a huge role today, one of the hardest jobs in MLS.
His first ever MLS start.
What a big day it is for this young man. Not only a test of his nerve and his ability, but can he communicate to his back four over the noise of these vuvuzelas?
137 days ago, FC Dallas had their season abruptly ended by the New York Red Bulls at this very stadium in the MLS wildcard game. Retribution is on the menu, but so too good starts for both sides as we swing in to the 17th season of Major League Soccer.
And set pieces, that's been the issue with this New York Red Bulls team. We'll see how they deal with the early ones.
As Bakker told us yesterday, set-piece defending in 2011 was terrible. 16 goals conceded. Hernandez with the delivery. Bit of climbing by Breck Shea. Roy Miller wants the free kick. He doesn't get it. Jacobson. Right-footed cross is a dangerous one, and it's a miscue in the penalty area. They could be in here, FC Dallas. Here comes the shot and a goal! Zach Lloyd up from right back. Opens his account for 2012. Mera Bean for the first time in his pro career, and FC Dallas take a 1-0 lead.
Well, this is one of the reasons they're so bad on set pieces. A simple clearance. Holgerson botches that one. It drops down. Another failed clearance. Drops right to Zach Lloyd. Does well to just make sure he gets that on frame, but you can't give two opportunities. What he wanted. He wanted to try to get all of his players, the best players, on the field at the same time, but couldn't figure out a way to get Rodriguez on the field, and it's unfortunate it's an injury that made it possible.
The two edge of the area to Villar. Ball in the area. Blas Perez is through. What a save! Ryan Mera will feel a little bit happier about life now. What a connection from Blas Perez, looking for his first FC Dallas goal. In the end, it was a half volley that was blazed straight at the midriff of the young 21-year-old rookie from Fordham University.
Thierry Henry went right for that ball. He's setting it up, and my money's on Thierry Henry trying to bend this one over the wall.
Oh, he takes it quickly. He's done this before for Arsenal. Play on, says the referee. It was off the post. Extraordinary stuff for Thierry Henry, and he knows now that he should have probably scored. I'm going to explain the law in a moment. They're still on the attack here, New York, as people complain. Far post, Henry there again, and it's a corner kick. Now, Kyle, this is complicated. If Thierry Henry wanted to take a quick one, he surely had to do that quicker. The wall wasn't set at that time. He killed it around the wall. It hit the post.
A lot of touches. It didn't drive into space, and it's just one extra pass.
Lovely skill by Breck Shea outside of the left boot pass. It's an opportunity. Villar saved by Mera. The ball breaks to Breck Shea. Shea with the left foot. Blocked by Holgerson, edge of the penalty area. Here's Breck Shea again. Play it down for FC Dallas. Play on, says the referee. And why not with the home team in attack? Shea looking for the return ball there from the edge of the area.
Kick it out. You shouldn't have kicked it out either.
Lovely give and go here. And then it was Villar who was clean through, and it was a good low save by Mera. He makes himself very tall. That was a good attempt by Breck Shea in the follow-up. Good defending. And aside from the goal,
he doesn't get touches. He keeps dropping.
Ball from Miller. Opportunity for FC Dallas. Here's Blas Perez, the new signing from Panama. Outside of the boot. Villar with another opportunity. Villar! Oh, what a finish! Ricardo Villar in the side for the injured David Ferreira, and that was Ferreira-esque. FC Dallas 2, the New York Red Bulls 0, and that is a quite wonderful goal.
What a terrible giveaway, but look at this ball from Perez. What a great ball right into his path. Good first touch, and how about that skill? I think his ankle's feeling okay. Beautiful pass outside of the foot from Perez. Good first touch. And a little cheekiness, scoop over the goalkeeper. Mera coming out, trying to make himself big, but it's the first touch outside of the foot that makes this happen for him. Great preparation and tremendous skill to get it over the goalkeeper.
He was watching Lionel Messi during the week. Those wonderful. He got it down to 7 ticket requests, where in previous years there's been a lot more than that. So Dane Richards will come to the sideline. His day is done. Kenny Cooper comes into the game, the highest all-time scorer in this stadium. 23 goals, one ahead of Jeff Cunningham's 22. He scored 4 goals in the last 7 games in 2011 for the Portland Timbers. 8 goals in all, but he had that run during the 2011 season. Lead by 2 goals to 0. Diagonal ball towards Carlos Rodriguez. Was that a little trip? Referee says play on. Rodriguez is in here. Blas Perez asking for it. Rodriguez. Perez with his shot. And it's still loose in the penalty area. And in the end, I think it's a foul given and a free kick to the New York Red Bulls. Well, Blas Perez, what an opportunity. And he's got a glint in his eye, this Panamanian striker, to open his account. To start with, Carlos Rodriguez, it looks like got away with one. Leon said the referee, Holgerson, got back to defend, and it's 2-0. Still, as Bobby Warshaw comes onto the field, Kyle.
There's a look at that last chance, and as that ball is coming over, just a little clip of the heel there, and he does get away with one. And this ball in, you can see Perez asking for it right at his feet. It's a little bit behind him, which makes it more difficult for
looking ball into the area, but Mera, who's been excellent today, with a safe grab. Tainio, Agudelo, look how stretched the game has become. Having said that, there's still a good shape to the back four and the 2 defensive midfielders for FC Dallas. Ball over the top, onside. Kenny Cooper is through. He lobs the goalkeeper. Kenny Cooper has scored once again at the FC Dallas Stadium. He's opened his account for the New York Red Bulls, and it's game on in the final 12 minutes. Kenny Cooper, a magnificent finish.
Well, look, it was a super
ball through by Thierry Henry.
Unbelievable. Puts that curl on it so it bends right into the stride of Kenny Cooper, and he actually gets cleaned out there from Kevin Hartman. Watches it come over his shoulder. He knows the contact's coming. What a great finish. He knows himself, and boy, does Kenny Cooper love playing in this stadium.
10 seconds remaining. Poulsen needs to get this into the penalty area. They're screaming for the ball in there, and that's just too strong, and that could be the last opportunity for the New York Red Bulls, and in fact it is. Right on the nail of 4 minutes of added time.